We're almost living in like a black and white movie. This is crazy. The volcano was erupting all night.
I hereby order the evacuation
The northern parts of the country are evacuating.
of all premises.
I can't even begin to imagine how these people who are in the shelters feel. They don't know if they're losing their homes and their businesses. So many people are there and they're wearing the same clothes that they ran outside of their house with, you know, and that's pretty much the extent of what a lot of people have on them, and a lot of people need a lot of stuff and a lot of help.
Oh, that car I can see for a second.
That is just, and it's only gonna get worse.
The way in which people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, ordinary people
Just going out there, like everything is just devastated.
in Grenada and in Dominica, St. Lucia, Antigua have responded to put people in their homes. Strangers bring tears to my eyes. I love this Caribbean.
Stop! No! We went to swimming this morning. Apparently the volcano is erupting and this is crazy. Started evacuating some of the northern towns in the country. The roads are ram-packed. 5 cruise ships are coming into port. Currently, they can have some of the old people from the evacuated towns and people who need special attention and special care. So that's all in process. Hey, it's Editing Storm. I'm just here because basically there's a couple parts where I did a pretty bad job explaining things. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop back in here and give you guys a little background and just explain stuff that I may not have properly mentioned. So there had been volcanic activity starting around in the beginning of the new year, or I think it started just before the new year, and the volcano was technically effusively erupting for quite a while, releasing gases and releasing pressure. Because it had been erupting effusively for a while, things were just kind of feeling normal, and I went to swimming. It was a normal Thursday, went in the pool. When I got out of the pool, they had put out the evacuation order. So when this evacuation order came out, it was already technically erupting, but it didn't have an explosive eruption yet, which is why the evacuation order was put in place, because having an increase in activity, and which it had a couple of times over the last couple of months, but this spike of activity was large enough for them to want to start evacuating people just in case. I came out and filled up my gas tank, and the gas station is a mess. Like a total, I mean, at least the one I passed, there were police outside directing people in because there's just so many people trying to get in, and then it's just making a bunch of traffic on the roads. I'll keep updating you. The supermarket is ram-packed and it's 8 o'clock at night. People are pulling over on the side of the road to try and get in. Gas stations. Police outside the gas stations. Another line for the gas station. So guys, the volcano erupted like half an hour ago, but everything looks fine here. We haven't gotten any ashfall yet on this side of the island. So hopefully, I think they got everyone out of the northern towns. I didn't even hear anything. The only reason I knew it erupted is because I'm in a group chat with my friends. I'm on like the most southern point of the island, and the volcano is very north. So, fingers crossed we don't get too much ash and everyone is okay. Still what outside looks like. It's just hazy, but like 9 o'clock and the ash is starting to come down way heavier outside. It's crazy.
Tom, come here quick. Watch your car. Watch your car.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Watch your any light, darling. Watch you see it any light?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's crazy. Come. Let's get out of this. Not in something to be in.
Alright, so it's the next morning. I don't know what to expect when I open my curtains and look out. I don't have any idea how much ash has fallen. I'm going to the supermarket to try and get some last minute stuff. Like, we're almost living in like a black and white movie. The volcano was erupting all night, and yeah, it's just crazy. Okay, so pretty hectic morning. Wasn't sure if we were gonna actually go out. It's day 3. Things are getting even worse. It's been raining. That, you know, it may sound like a good thing, but it's really not, because when it rains, it mixes with all the ash, and the ash turns into basically like concrete, like sludge. And when it has landslides like that, which they have had, we have reports of it happening already on the leeward side of the island, it's complete, like everything is just devastated because it's still hot. Yeah, so that hot landslide that idiot was trying to explain to you is actually called a pyroclastic flow. And a pyroclastic flow, I'm going to read this from Google, is a dense destructive mass of very hot ash, lava fragments and gases ejected explosively from a volcano and typically flowing at a great speed. The extreme temperatures of the rock and gas inside pyroclastic flows generally between 200 degrees Celsius and 700 degrees Celsius. I mean, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, and these things start at 200 degrees Celsius, which basically means mass destruction, and it's decimated a lot of the coastlines, and like some of the beaches along the coast that you can't even recognize them. They don't even exist anymore. The vegetation there, like, and I mean, the rain is just not helping clean things at all. It's just mixing with the ash because it's like powder. Like, it's so, my window looks like it's frosted. Like, this is how I have to drive. I can use my wipers and stuff, but I'm trying not to using the wipers too much. The ash scratches the glass, so I have to really selectively choose when I use my wipers. Anyway, I'm going to meet a couple of my friends, and we're going to go and help deliver some supplies and get supplies to some of the shelters. We are the furthest possible on the mainland that we could be away from the volcano, and I don't think I'm even ready to go and see. I can't even begin to imagine how these people who are in the shelters feel. They're just sitting down there. They don't know if they're losing their homes and their businesses. But anyway. We got lots of canned stuff, diapers, pads, some sugar, rice, milk, juices. There was no water really. Hand sanitizer, toothpaste, all kinds of like garbage bags, baby formula, toilet paper, oil, all kinds of stuff. It's just been a group of different people, a lot of people volunteering, a lot of people setting up their own personal Venmos and PayPals, people that they know to send money and raise funds. And from there, it's just sprouted into a whole different... So many people have been coming together. There's a group chat of probably like 70 something of us. So people have just been helping out where they can, and if they getting supplies from where they can, just to start packaging boxes and getting stuff out to the shelters as fast as possible. This is the money from funds that people have raised and donations from people, and this is how those donations have been going to help people. Hi.
Hey.
Say hi. Hello.
Crazy out here. Well, Howard introduced himself slightly in the supermarket.
Hello again.
But we just spent, how long were we in the supermarket for?
Like 2.5 hours, 2 hours.
2.5 hours. We were the last people in there, and we are headed to town to meet the rest of the gang and just figure out which shelters to go through from there.
Pretty much, yeah. Probably going leeward.
Yeah, a guy in the supermarket came up to us and said that the shelters out leeward would need a lot more of the donations because everywhere in town is getting a lot. Anyway.
Yeah, go back to there. Looking by your lights, let's go. Very good, very good.
And eventually you're going to meet a big corner.
Alright, and we're off.
Here we are.
After another, 2 hours, an hour and a half of packing?
Over an hour and a half of packing. Did you hear the rumble?
I wasn't sure, I wasn't hearing it there, but I was definitely hearing it at the supermarket.
That car I can see for a second.
That is just... And it's only gonna get worse. We have to
Yeah.
go a good bit further north. Shelter number 1. I feel like all the schools look the same. They're all in the same color. So if it's a
Yellow and blue.
blue, yellow, green.
Monstrosity.
Like there's the national colors because they're public schools.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But 1 down and 4 more to go. You see on that side over there, like the buildings look so bright in between. Like it looks like they were edited. Ash wholesale and retail. We don't need no more ash, sorry buddy. Stop number 2. I know, they had
Except that they've not pinned it down and it's all got blown up. Just to check as well, is there anything particular you're needing here?
Right. Yeah. Alright, second to last stop. One more to go. It's the last stop for the day. We have just finished dropping all the boxes and stuff to the different shelters, got their numbers and asked them what they need for tomorrow.
What's the key supplies missing?
And yeah, I guess we're gonna do the same thing tomorrow or the day after or whenever.
We'll be continuing, I think, pretty much daily.
Yeah.
But just slightly different people.
So,
but good job done. And it's raining now.
yeah, it's starting to rain. So the roads are wet. You have to be careful driving.
But there's less ash in the air.
I always feel blessed, but today I feel, extra because just going out there and one, being able to come to my own house, two, having electricity, three, being able to have a proper shower after a day like this, because so many people are there and they're wearing the same clothes that they ran outside of their house with, and that's pretty much the extent of what a lot of people have on them, and a lot of people need a lot of stuff and a lot of help, so just gonna get ready to do the same thing again tomorrow. Yeah, let's go. We'll see you guys.
I feel like we've got even more stuff than yesterday.
Yeah, we spent the same amount as yesterday,
Yeah,
about
$3 less.
$3
$3
less.
less. That was it.
Shout out to Enya, who is the owner of Carrot Beans, an amazing mother, businesswoman, artist, singer. Yesterday. Oh, she fine. Yes, yes, mommy. Oh, 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 ow, yes. Okay, so it's 5th day since the volcano erupted, and it's been erupting every day since. And we woke up this morning and there was another eruption at around 6:30 a.m. Luckily for us in St. Vincent, most of the ash got taken out by the winds over towards Barbados. I mean, it's still obviously going to get some ash coverage. Yeah, it's just another day of this. More ships and stuff are arriving with aid from other countries. People are putting together drives. Lots of people have been reaching out to help St. Vincent. And it's good, it's nice, it's really nice. Didn't film too much yesterday. Yesterday was basically a repeat of the day before, and we're just going to keep doing this every day until we stop getting funds. Just a little update, I guess, and gonna go and see what we can get done today.
Hey.
I've been calling shelters all morning trying to figure out what they need, get contact numbers, updates on the amount of evacuees they have, all that stuff. And apparently the volcano just blew up again. This is day 6 of it erupting. I was planning on ending this video today because every day is gonna be pretty much the same. We're getting a lot of donations from small business people who are trying to help out, whether it be just them baking a couple pizzas and sending it off, or people are trying to help out in whatever way they can, which is really good. And it's what we need in this time. You know, it's what we need to try and get through all of this. Look who's here!
Hello. This is your mom?
Yeah, bitch. This is literally where we stopped when we did that drive challenge with Dante and Sebastian.
That's such a sight photo.
This fucking guy sweeping the road. I can't, I don't understand. Make it make sense. As I'm filming this video now, the volcano has currently been put back down to level orange. The activity of the volcano has been in decline, but a lot of people are still living in shelters, and a lot of people still need people's help. They still are relying on these donations because they don't know when they are going to be able to go back home. A lot of people, like we said, they don't even have a home to go back to. They're going to have to completely rebuild and sift through all the ashes before they can find their belongings, before they can... It's going to take them... I mean, it'll never be replaced. Their memories, their pictures, their valuables. I've been taking a step back from doing so much physically with the volunteering. That group of people who I told you, that group chat we're now officially called the Just Us League. That's our play on words. Just Us instead of Justice League. Taking a step back from doing so much there, where I'm not going and I'm not doing the shopping and the deliveries and packing as much anymore at all. I'm trying to set up a website with my friend Anusha and start an initiative to try and raise some more funds through artists and artivism. We make products and t-shirts and stuff to try and raise more funds and try and get more donations and try and keep the conversation going a little bit, because the longer that it has been going on is the less coverage, media coverage that it's going to be getting, and the less attention that St. Vincent and the volcano is going to be receiving, and these people are going to need help for a while. So if by the time this video is posted and on the website and the store where you can look at the t-shirt designs and stuff like that is open, I will have that in the link below, and yeah, I'll keep you updated as much as I can. After this video goes up, I have a bunch of videos. I have like 6-7 videos that I filmed before the volcano erupted that I just hadn't posted yet, so I may be doing some throwback videos. But yeah, if you can donate to the volcano and go donate to any of the relief funds that they are out there. There's so many ways that you can help, even if it's just sharing something on your story to try and keeping the conversation going.